So a few minutes ago I was recording this commentary and then I started to realize that the run wasn't panning out the way I expected it to. And it turned out it was because I'd selected the wrong video file. So I was actually commentating the run before this one. And this one is going to go a little bit better than that one did, thankfully. And it's another mole game. And you might think that there aren't any mole teams left for me to try. But you're definitely wrong on that count. And hopefully when the new update comes out, the unicorn pack, there will be extra pets in there that probably synergize with mole. I mean, there have to be if you think about it, you know. But every pack has some kind of pet that gains a perk or gives a perk. So it'll be interesting to see how many more different mole builds we'll be coming up with in the new year. But for now, we're still looking for the mole in this game. I took Hatching Chicken and Puppy turn 3. I feel like I take Puppy an extremely high percentage of the time. I guess just getting that free lasagna on turn 5, it just feels so helpful because you can use it to improve the stats on any of the units that you know you're going to keep for the whole game, and they maybe don't have the greatest base stats. And Mole is one of them. I mean, it's a 2-3, I think, to start with. But also, I'm looking for Seagull in this game. And Seagull is 4-3. So being able to bump it up to 6-6 straight away is very helpful. So we find the Mole, and I am going to buy the lasagna. So we're probably not going to pill the Mole itself. I think I'm probably just saving the pills for Blobfish and Betta Fish. There were definitely some games, and this generally applies to a lot of mole teams, where I'm deliberately trying to, get the mole scaling by pilling. I guess sometimes you feel obligated to do that kind of thing, even if it's not necessarily the most efficient. So I don't think I'm going to do it this time though. But we will also take the immediate melon onto the mole, and we'll pill the spider to see what we get, and it is Flea. So again, probably not really what I wanted, but it's fine for now. And I would like to get rid of Hatching Chick if I can't upgrade it to level 2, because we don't want to be reliant on that 4-4 temporary stats. But having the melon and not losing it to the links there, generally that's going to be good enough to get us through these early turns. And I think I'm actually just going to sell the Flea, am I? And we'll immediately pill the Blobfish. And there we go, we get Swordfish. So Swordfish is one of the major components for this team. The idea that I wanted to do was to have the Swordfish holding popcorn. So the Swordfish snipes itself and the opposing pet, and then a tier 5 gets summoned by the popcorn. Now that could be a variety of different things, and the pack was tailored in such a way that all of the tier 5s were potentially beneficial to my team. So there are just some generally strong units in there like Nyala. But we've also got a couple that I was really hoping were going to trigger specific combos in battle. I can't remember if any of them happen in this particular run, we'll have to wait and see. But Scorpion is one, so if we have Swordfish faint and the popcorn spawns Scorpion, we are kind of protected a little bit in case any of the other team members lose their perk and therefore break the mole summon. But I also have Panther in there as well, so if we get Panther and then the Seagull gives popcorn to the Panther, we can potentially get extra spawns because the Panther is going to double the effect of the popcorn. So I think here I was about to buy the Seagull, but since I get Lioness, I'm going to freeze the Seagull and just let the Lioness scale it up a little bit before we bring it in, and the Mosasaurus will buff the Swordfish and the Mole. We still don't have any perks though, so of course the Mole isn't going to do anything yet. And we're going to get destroyed by this team. It's very unusual to see this now. Turn 9, double level 2 Clownfish. That's the kind of thing that was super common before, but is now extremely rare. So I think maybe I do take the Seagull now that I've got the double lasagna to give it. You know, we want to, or maybe I was going to give it to the swordfish. Okay, we are giving it to the swordfish, and then I think I'm going to buy grapes on the seagull, and then just bring something else in so that we can get the mole going. Although both of them do have low stats, hopefully they'll survive and we can get a 12-12 spawn from the mole. But I also do something here which I've started doing a lot recently, which is moving the swordfish to the back. So if the opposing team has a crocodile with higher attack than the swordfish, the swordfish will actually tank the damage from the crocodile. So that was a little optimization I started doing after playing a whole bunch of swordfish games. So I think here we're going to go for level 2 Seagull. And maybe I didn't mention it already, but the goal was to have double swordfish. And I think, yeah, we'll level 2 the Seagull and then probably buy popcorn onto the swordfish. Yep. So the lionesses really are only scaling at this point. Other than the mole, it's already been statted up. And we're really just waiting for an opportunity to bring in another swordfish. And we're going to hope that the synergy is good enough. Thankfully here, the weasel survives with 1 HP. And we do get the summon, although we would have had it anyway because of the grapes being passed to the stonefish at the back. Now I think I am going to level 3 the mole here. So sell weasel, buy blobfish. It is a level 2 seagull now, so we can do one sort of a buy sell or buy pill without completely losing all the triggers. So we get the level 3 mole. I don't want to use the oyster there because I really want to buy something and then keep it for a turn and get the extra gold from the grapes next turn. So I think I'm going to take puppy, and because we're on turn 12, probably better to just take the toilet paper instead of lasagna now. And just hope that the the one lioness scaling is going to be good enough. And there you can see an example where the crocodile ended up sniping the swordfish, so a lot of the damage went to waste. And the scorpion spawned, although we didn't end up consuming the peanut. So I'm thinking about it here. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about elephant seal, because we can actually buy elephant seal and get scaled by the seagull giving it the perk. However, a 13-13 swordfish looks decent enough at this point, and I think I'll take the popcorn now. Swordfish, although it has relatively low attack here, every time you level the swordfish you're getting much more damage. So the one at the back has 14 attack, but it's actually going to be 28 because it's doubled at level 2. So again, it's crocodile wasting damage on the swordfish at the back. Unfortunately, here they had enough snipes that the rest of the team kind of fell apart. But we do get a little bit more on the stats front from the Mosasaurus there. And I think I might end up just keeping it here because it's a tier 5 and it's got popcorn already from the seagull. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got the 4 popcorn units and we can just start buying stat food. We actually get the level 2 swordfish, so that's a big upgrade. That gives us more of a chance of actually killing something outright on turn 14. And this is very funny here. The sort of classic nurse shark team, we double snipe them and we end up spawning the panther with the popcorn. But actually, because we did so much damage to their team at the start of the turn, the panther doesn't get to spawn there. So we're just going to boost the damage on the swordfish a little bit. And I think I'm just looking for more stat food. Unfortunately, we don't get anything. So hopefully this team is going to be good enough now, although other than the mole, the stats are very low. And it's poison dart frog team. And actually here, I think we were, if we'd found a chicken leg or a pear or something, we would have been perfectly set up to one-shot the beluga as well. So the dart frog actually gets a whole bunch of snipes. And all the popcorn pets are going to spawn. We get double Nyala at the back, which doesn't actually work. But the retriever is going to come in and clean up. And there we go. So there is mole, double swordfish, seagull. A very fun team to try. I highly recommend it. And here you can see what I was talking about with the elephant seal, where you can use it with the seagull to get the buffs. We're actually going to take the level up. Obviously, we're into the bonus footage now. And what's going to happen in this one? Okay, yeah, this one is absolutely brutal. There's back-to-back 1 HP breakpoints there. It was 21 attack versus 21 health. And then the 18-18 mole faced an 18 attack husky. But I think at turn 11, that one had no chance, really. So here's another one where we've got the elephant seal as well. And there were some games where I went super late, where I just bought, I had like level 2 elephant seal. Every pet on the team was huge stats, and I ended up losing. Now here is the counter argument to the crocodile baiting, in the fact that the opposing crocodiles had lower attack than the swordfish, so they went second, and the rest of our team got wiped. Although actually there we would have easily won if we just had some better spawns instead of, I think it was cow, chicken, and gharial or something like that. Anyway, give it a try. These mole builds just never disappoint.